Hello and welcome to episode 10 of my Milka Chocolate tasting. Today we have 4 bars for our tasting. I decided to make this episode a little bit special. It's all about Milka chocolate bars. All these bars were on sale in the supermarket and I've been stockpiling them since my phone broke down. Here are the 4 bars we're going to taste. The first one is Choqsplash, like you see up there. It has hazelnuts on it. It's a milk chocolate with hazelnuts. The second one, it's a milk chocolate but with smashed hazelnuts. What the thing that might change from the first one to the second one is the mouthfeel, because one is with whole hazelnuts and the second one is with smashed hazelnuts. So the third bar is a triple chocolate bar. It's a milk chocolate bar with pieces of cocoa, cookie cocoa. One of the flavors on this bar is cookie. It's filled with cookie and cocoa. The second one is a creamy filling with cocoa, and the third one is just a liquid filling with cocoa. The fourth bar that we have for today is a triple chocolate also, but it has caramel on the inside. And the first flavor that it has is a milk chocolate also, and both of them are triple chocolate bars. It's a special product that Milka has that has three different chocolates on the inside. Has a filling with caramel and almonds. The second one has a milky and creamy filling with caramel, and the third one is just a liquid caramel. As you see, we have a lot of work to do on this episode, and let's start with the first bar. Going to leave up here a close picture for this bar. Now the bar is open. It's not evenly made. Look at this. It's a bar with different form than usual. It's not a square bar. It's the first time that I see a bar with this shape. Right here you can smell the milk chocolate. It smells very good. You can smell the hazelnut. It smells a little bit like Nutella. Let's clean our palate and taste this first bar. Okay, now our palate is clean. Let's taste this. Look at that feeling. It has a liquid kind of, it has a feeling of cocoa liquid on the inside. It's very good. It's creamy, but not so much. It's very sweet. It's balanced. It's not like a lot of creaminess, a lot of sweetness on the chocolate. And it has a very good smell. It's a milk chocolate bar with more cocoa details than usual. It resembles a lot like Nutella. You feel it right away. The feeling is very good. The taste, you can feel the hazelnut because it tastes like Nutella. I'll do one more try. Very good guys. A very good flavor. I really like the milk chocolate of the Milka bars. It's very on point. It's a sweet chocolate. It's not like craft chocolate, of course, but it's very good. Although I expect a little bit more of hazelnuts. Crushed hazelnuts, like it says on the cover, but it's more on the chocolate, the flavor of the hazelnuts. Well, let's go with the second bar for today's tasting. It's a bar that has a smashed hazelnuts. Here you can see the smashed hazelnuts as soon as you open it. The smell on this bar is also very high as the other one. Since you open it, you feel right away. Although this is the second one, the smell of the first one might be here around. Well, let's check it out. It's a rectangular bar. Look at the bar over there. As you see, you can see the hazelnuts right away. Well, let's go with the tasting. Oh, the last one I didn't try the snap because it's a milk chocolate. It doesn't worth our time to taste the snap. Let's do it. Here it is. There's nothing because it's a milk chocolate bar. This one has a more concentrated smell of hazelnuts. It smells a lot of dry flavors because of the hazelnuts. But there's still the milk chocolate on there. Well, let's give it a taste. This chocolate has a lot more of creaminess. I expect a little bit more of the hazelnuts. You can feel it there, but it doesn't play too much with the milk chocolate. You feel in this chocolate more of the milk chocolate instead of the hazelnuts like the first one. This one has a more concentrated flavor of milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is good on this bar, and it's very enjoyable. I'm going to give it a second try. I don't have anything more to add to this chocolate. It's a very average chocolate, and let's go. Okay, let's do it one more try. The smell is a milk chocolate, although the smell on this bar, you can catch the hazelnuts more quickly than the other one. It reminds me a lot of the chocolates that I used to eat when I was a kid, although those chocolates were with rice, but this one is very good. The texture of the hazelnuts along with the chocolate when it melts, it's very nice. I recommend it to you if you want to challenge a little bit your senses. Here's the third bar. It's a triple chocolate, as you see. It has the 3 different fillings of chocolate, so it's a 3-on-1 bar. All the bars that we have on this show for today are the first time that I taste them, except this. This I already tasted. It's very good, but I'm going to do it again. Look at the shapes. It has 3 different shapes, the bar, so you can tell the different feelings on the chocolate. For this time, let's give it a try to the snap. It's not so big as I'm telling you. It has you can smell the milk chocolate right away. A little bit of the cookies because it's open. This bar is a little bit open on the back side, and for this time I have a little special tool so you can check out the filling. Let's cut this up. Here are the cookies. Here is a filling, creamy filling. And here is the other one. Look at the knife. Look at this. One is cookies. The other one is a filling of cocoa creamy. And this is a liquid filling with cocoa. We have 3 different types of chocolate on this bar. Let's start with the liquid cocoa. It tastes a lot like the first bar. It's like the first bar, almost. Just that you don't feel the hazelnuts on this bar. On the first bar, the flavor of the hazelnuts are one with the chocolate. In this one aren't, because it doesn't have hazelnuts. Here's the second one. It's a creamy filling with cocoa. Let's give it a try. The creaminess of the chocolate, it's very good on the inside, and it makes a good team with the milk chocolate. It's almost like a big milk chocolate with more creaminess than usual. And now the third part of this chocolate has cookies on the inside. It's a chocolate cookie. Let's give it a try. This bar is very good. It tastes very nice because I really enjoy the cookies on the inside, although it's a little bit sweet for my taste. It's very strong, the sweetness on this chocolate, because I needed the three, one one behind the other. So that's maybe why my throat is a little bit offended by the sweetness of this chocolate. But if you are a chocoholic as me, it's a very good variation for this bar. If I had to tell you which one was my favorite, was the middle one. I'm going to put a picture over here so you can compare yourself. The middle one, it's this the creamy feeling of the chocolate. I'm going just to do one tasting for this chocolate because I already ate it, of course off camera, and it doesn't challenge me too much because I can really feel the flavors of the chocolate on this one. Now let's go with this bar. It's the last one for today's episode. It's also a triple chocolate bar. But first we have to clean not just our palate, also our knife. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to use another part of this knife and don't risk ourselves to mix all the flavors. Let's clean our palate very well for this chocolate. This part is broken, but the concept is the same for the last bar with this one. It tells you which feeling is which, so you don't get confused for each bar. I'm going to cut so you can watch what's on the inside and start our tasting. There you go. I'm going to show it to you this part. I'm going to put also a picture up here that I'm going to take after the tasting so you can check it out. And let's taste this. Let's start with the with the cookies, caramel cookies. Here we go. It's good, but I don't like it. The feeling, it doesn't feel right in my mouth because it has the cookies are very strong, and when you bite them, it doesn't get quite along with the chocolate. Although the flavor is good, the feeling in your mouth, it's not so good. Not so good for me. The second one on this chocolate is a milky feeling with caramel. Let's give it a try. It's good, although I don't enjoy the flavor of the caramel in this chocolate. It doesn't get quite along, and I prefer the last one because it has a chocolate, but this one, the caramel, it's not something that I'm used to it. But there's something back where I grew up, it's called arequipe. I don't know the name in English, but I think it expressed quite along what the feeling of this chocolate was. And if I find the translation for this, I'm going to put it right here. I think it's the same, it's caramel, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought. I need to clean my palate, in fact, because the flavor isn't quite what I expected. Let's go with the last one. It's pure caramel. Well, here we go. Like a little bit more. It's more balanced. But the caramel goes very fast. You put it in your mouth and the flavor disappears very fast. This tastes the milk chocolate, but it makes a good mix in your mouth, the milk chocolate with the caramel. It's pure caramel on this one and I really enjoy it. Not like the second part of this chocolate. It wasn't quite good. Only this part of the melted caramel is the thing that I enjoy the most on this chocolate. Well guys, that's all for today's episode, and I'm very excited because I tasted 4 chocolate bars from a brand that I really liked. And for the first bar, I'm going to give it a score of 6. 6 points for the first bar. For the second bar, it's a bar with hazelnuts. It tastes very good, but it's not quite what I expected, although it reminded me a lot of the chocolate I used to eat when I was on Venezuela, but I give it this bar 5 points. It doesn't go along with me as much as I expected. The third bar is a triple chocolate bar. I'm going to give it a score of 6. I'm going to give it a puntuation of 6. This bar is 6 points for it. And the last bar is the caramel bar, and what saved this bar for me, because I was going to give it a 4 points, was the melted caramel on the last tasting. So I'm going to give it 5 points for this bar, and all this tasting was very good, because I thought at first that this tasting was going to take a lot of time, but it was faster than I thought, and this apple stays for the next tasting. Thank you very much for joining me in the episode 10 of my Cocoa Chocolate tasting, and I'll see you for the next episode. Stay tuned and follow me on my Instagram, Facebook and Musical.ly, because I share a lot of knowledge about chocolate on my social media too. Remember to like this video, share it with someone that really likes chocolate, and thank you for watching. See ya! Oh, subscribe, don't forget!